Come join the dark side. You seem gluttonous. I mean, we have cookies. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We're starting this week off hot, guys. Oh man, so we're almost in the top 50, real close to it. But that means that my group is touching the top 50. There's some people who are in top 50. I'm number 55, and I would love to get into it. So we have a rematch here, and it's a really crazy match, guys. You don't want to miss this one, for real. Tell your friends. So, here's the situation. We're facing Darkseid again. You guys remember from, I think it was last season we faced each other. And I actually won because he got stuck on Iden Versio. However, since then, the Wampa Omicron has been released, and that's not really a big issue anymore. Well, it's a changed issue, but you can see he's still in Maw, and I have more GP than him, which surprises me. I forgot that I had more. That being said, we can look at our mod and relic levels. Nothing too crazy. I would say the biggest discrepancy, guys, is just in their relic 7, 8, and 9. Darkseid has significantly more on all of those fronts, but otherwise, modding isn't too bad. Definitely in his favor, but I mean, even the 6-dot mods, I'm a little bit closer to him than a lot of people, than I am to a lot of people. So, he's got the advantage, the material advantage for sure, but it's not enough to be like, well, you can't blame a loss on just that, for sure. So here's what I placed for defenses, guys, and this gets a little crazy. So here's the thing. He uses... people have been placing TIE Fighter Pilot on their Iden team so that Wampa stops killing him. That sacrifices a few things. We've explored that in a couple other videos, but it sacrifices a few things, but not too many things. So what you do, you put TIE Fighter Pilot with Iden, shut down the Wampa counter, and then Darkseid uses Bad Batch to get a 65 on Iden teams every single time. So what I decided to do was put Qui-Gon in my front zone, hoping that he would use his Bad Batch on the Qui-Gon team, which I think that's what he did. He got a 65 on it, and then I guess I'll give you a tiny spoiler here, guys. He failed on my Iden team, which, he doesn't fail on Iden with TIE Fighter Pilot, except unless he didn't use Bad Batch. So there's that. I also have the Bando Han Chew team up front. I put StarKiller up here, and I wanted to try, because we have Han and Chewie out there already, I wanted to try Luke with the StarKiller team. And so there, figured I'd do that. Commander Luke and General Kenobi. And then, yeah, we've got to say the Eternal Emperor with Malak and everything up front as well. And then a couple GLs in the back. General Skywalker, pretty standard stuff. That Scion of Jango team is just a team that you can't really use Wampa to kill. And otherwise, nothing too great. Night Sisters and really fast dashing dash. Here's what he placed, and I thought this was really funny, guys. He placed his Qui-Gon Jinn team as well. He also put General Skywalker on there, so both Anakins, also a Relic 7 Mace, and a Ki-Adi-Mundi. Like the most heavily invested Qui-Gon Jinn team I've ever seen. And none of them are super fast, actually. Surprisingly, I thought General Skywalker was going to be super fast, because Cam and Qui-Gon can give him 60 speed, which could potentially outspeed my Bad Batch, but not so much this time. He also placed a StarKiller team and Rey and Kylo, but nothing too crazy. I miscalculated on what I thought he was going to place against me. I thought he'd put Malak with Rey, is what I thought he was going to do, to shut down my potential StarKiller counter. Otherwise, we have Traya, he has Traya with Malak. That's where he put Malak, and Nest. So there's that. And then Commander Luke, and I was kicking myself. I'm like, man, I could have used Iden Versio to kill that team so easy. Otherwise, now we're going to have to use a good counter, like a good team on it. We also have Dash, and his Dash is basically the same speed as mine. And then his Darth Revan team without Malak, of course, but still very thick. So, before we jump into the actual fighting, guys, just want to remind you, please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. We're mounting the algorithm. Really appreciate you guys for all your help so far. Please help me with more clicks. I would really appreciate that, guys. This is a good video to help with that. In fact, it's exciting times. So, that being said, folks, I think it's time to get into the actual fighting. Let's go do that, shall we? Okay. Oh, I should mention, folks, my opponent did attack my front zone first, just because he's a good sport, and he failed on my Bando team. He also failed on Iden, and then he stopped, which is just fine. But we're going in with a little bit of, you know, some confidence or whatever. But all right, so General Skywalker here obviously isn't with 501st, and so we've got to use our bad batch. The thing is, General Skywalker, if we do crit him, then he'll shake all of his debuffs, so we got to be careful with that. But I mean, it's the same old story. We're gonna have Echo go and dispel all the buffs, and then, you know, and apply debuffs, and then try to stun everyone. Wrecker will try to stun everyone for 2 turns, and now we got to kill Qui-Gon, and then we've got to kill Anakin before he takes a turn. Okay, so he took a turn. He took 2 turns, actually, in that. He got 2 turns stunned, and now he's out. Okay, so we did the AoE, and that was maybe not the most wise decision here, guys, because we were trying to do the AoE, you know, we did the AoE, but we did a crit on him, and therefore, I think he shook himself out of it. So I'm like, man, he's about to just destroy my team. He's going to do an AoE and kill everyone. Kill the whole town. But there's no recourse. We're going to still try it. And then he didn't kill everyone. In fact, it wasn't that impressive. I was not impressed, as you might imagine. So then we WTF pwned him and moved along. So 75 banners. Tense moment there, but we got through it. There are plenty of other tense moments though, folks. All right, so we got General Grievous here. We need to use BB-8, and I don't know. So I love all of the compare stuff from swgoh.gg, but it doesn't take into consideration how much, it doesn't take into consideration how fast General Grievous is going to be, you know, under BB-8 to counter and everything. And so this doesn't have a super high win rate, but, and actually my opponent, Darkseid, does have an enormous amount of, look how I can't apply buff immunity on Kenobi, guys. I can apply everything else, just can't get buff immunity. Really, really vexing here. But anyways, it doesn't take into consideration, okay, so BB-8's gone. How much my opponent is, how fast my opponent is, which their Mara Jade is super fast, but then my General Grievous is actually even faster. So I don't know. The stats, I don't know if they lie exactly, but it's not. We have a better chance than most just because I went through the trouble of making my Grievous really fast. So, alright, we've killed everything here, basically. Like, we can clean this up, but man, it's getting dirty here real quick. It seems like StarKiller's kind of ramping up, so let's get healing immunity on him. And remember to use that basic on Grievous, guys. It's important. Healing immunity is the only, you only get it applied on your basic. So, okay, here's, so I kept Rey, I kept 3 Galactic Legends. I kept Jedi Master Luke, I kept Rey, and who else? Someone else. We'll see in the next fight. Oh, Lord Vader. Those are the 3 I kept. So we're gonna try this mirror. I've done this a few times successfully, and for whatever reason, this fight got off to a weird start, and you know, you don't want Holdo to die right away. It's no fun. So yeah, looking at the turn meter and stuff, and here's the thing: you gotta hustle here because you can time out if you're not careful. And so that's, you know, we're trying to hustle, and I think I missed an opportunity there, folks. I think I should have done a whirlwind with Rey at some point earlier, just because I could have maybe just killed their Holdo or killed their Jedi Training Rey. As it stands, we're 2 minutes in. We haven't killed anyone yet, and you know, some of that's just that he has good modding and he's a fast team, and it's a whole big mess. But all right, so we even missed our ultimate there, so we managed to kill Holdo. Wonderful, wonderful. So because she's the thick one, and then hopefully we can take out Jedi Training Rey. Remember, Jedi Training Rey is Relic 8 here, which is something you don't see too often. But I mean, it's nice because she has that extra evasion. If you're using StarKiller, like StarKiller is going to struggle even more on Jedi Training Rey. So we got 2 minutes left, but things are looking a little better. Do our AoE, take most of their bonus protection down, and now hopefully our Holdo can survive and stuff. I decided to do a whirlwind, even though I knew my Holdo was going to die for it, because I was like, you know what, one less mouth to feed. We have less characters to worry about, and we need to get a move on. We don't have infinite time, so once again, so I put the Master's Training there just so that Hoda wouldn't get killed. I don't want him to get targeted. So. All right, let's try to get to another whirlwind at some point, please. This decade, please, Rey. Come on. And Hoda's not helping. He's just healing. He's like, hey, I'm helping. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop. You gotta knock that off. We only have 45 seconds left. We gotta pop our ult. Gotta do all our stuff. All right, starting to get desperate here. Okay, killed him. Wonderful. Now we can kill Poe, and now we have 30 seconds, guys. Can we do it? Can we kill their Rey? Come on, take her out. I started just doing basics, because, you know, maybe we can just kill her with basics. Kill her with kindness or basics. Either one works. But I hit the auto button, and then, of course, she immediately just started doing lifeblood. She went into our ult, and we timed out. Damn it all. Not great, but all right. Now, I've seen this done a few times, and so I brought the full Lord Vader team, well, like a full tank Lord Vader team with Darth Vader, and I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this is miserable, because what happens is, whenever I pop the ult, like their Kylo is leeching mastery from my characters, and so what happens is they go into negative mastery, and that's an established thing that happens, but what happens, like the mechanics of Lord Vader are, whenever he pops his ult, he takes all of the mastery on all of the different tanks, you know, all the characters on his team, and he gains a percentage of that mastery. And so what ends up happening here is, because they're going to negative mastery, then he actually, when he pops his ult, he loses mastery, which means he's just less effective. And so it's actually a very negative thing. So we killed Hux. Wonderful, wonderful. Hopefully we can at least kill the ads here. This is something I haven't ever tried. So you know, try not to judge me too hard, folks. Do the AoE while Kylo's still in his ultimate. That's probably fine. Take out that first order stormtrooper, and now we're gonna speed it up, guys, because we started with 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and you guys are gonna see this is the definition of misery, folks. That, like, there isn't a different definition of it out there. There are things that maybe like sound like a different definition, but this is the definition of it. We can't get through. We can't get to Kylo. We can't even kill Crew though, guys. We can't. We have a minute left. We're not ramping up damage. We're popping our ultimate and getting negative mastery, and we can't do it. We can't kill him. We're 30 seconds in. So 30 seconds left. So let this be a lesson to you, folks. Dear Lord, miserable time there. So, okay, I thought I'd try my Jedi Training Rey squad again, like just to kill Kylo. That's the only thing. Oh, like let's just kill Crew, and then obviously we can't kill Supreme Leader Kylo because of how much health and protection we're gaining him. But you know, we've got healing immunity. I've got a pre-taunt. I did have Resistance Hero Poe on it. I could spare 3PO, and because 3PO wasn't on a CLS team, because CLS is out and about. And so we're just speeding this up. Even at super speed, it's still taking a while. I'm surprised we lasted this long, to be honest, guys. Like, we're doing like Jedi training Rey acquitted herself well, but anyway, she ended up dying. But okay. So I really wanted to keep my troopers, guys, for whatever is going to be in the back. Like, troopers are just such an ace in the hole. And so at the end of the day, I was like, all right, we don't have the teams to deal with this, really. Like, my Geos will take too long to kill crew. Like, I'll probably end up losing the Geos to this. But I think troopers just one-shot it, most likely. Most likely just, get the turn meter train running, and we can just take them out. So, all right. Just looking at turn meter here so that we can ascertain what's going on, and we did finish him off. Okay, so now we got to finish off Rey, and then we'll have the first zone cleared, even though we've failed on both their pretty simple Galactic Legend teams here. Embarrassing, man. Embarrassing times, but I already knew that he had failed a couple times too, so we're basically even here at this point. All right. So we got her into damage immunity already, and now let's just almost yeeted her out. But of course, well, I should probably take the time to clock my Geos a little bit better, figure out exactly what they want to do. But against Rey, I mean, this is one of those circumstances where, I mean, she just doesn't have much chance against a fully relic Geo team. So, finished him off, 450. I'd like to get out of that zone with a 500 if we're being efficient. But in the back, I thought it was going to be Jedi Master Kenobi. He has his General Lord Vader, and he's got a couple of the new characters, like 7th Sister, 9th Sister, and I don't know, is that 7th Sister? I always forget which ones are which, but and then Maul, of course. Then there's the 501st team with Barriss. And you guys remember, I used Bad Batch to kill that team last time. And I don't know what kills it now. I don't have a good notion of it. We've already wasted a lot of teams. I've got a really fast Jango team with the tandem of Scoundrel tanks. And, okay, so we're going to use Jedi Master Luke here on Lord Vader. And so Fatal says that this moment is pivotal. So hitting the 7th Sister right here reduced her turn meter, and actually, now she has ability block and everything. Fatal was watching, by the way, just to be clear, and he said that that was the moment that we knocked her back with Efflux for a pivotal moment. So trying to finish off this Royal Guard real early, and look at how much so Maul's going every turn. Royal Guard's healing himself every time he's in green now, but I mean, we're still doing okay. We gotta keep going. Lord Vader's about to pop his ult, so may as well not do the mind trick on him. Let's put it on Maul instead. So okay, pops his ult, and gotta kill Royal Guard here. Come on now. I can't heal Jedi Master Luke here. So I think what I should have done with Jolie there was cleanse Jedi Master Luke here, but well, whatever. We're doing okay. I mean, Grandmaster Yoda just kicked off, so that ain't sweet. But pretty soon we'll be able to pop our own ult here and hopefully save Shock T. Cool. All right. So now let's try to take out Maul if we can. Heal Jedi Master Luke. Wonderful. Okay, Maul's gone. So this will be at the very least, this is very clean upable. All right, killed the 7th Sister, and now let's kill the 9th Sister. We'll save that mind trick for a little bit, so to make it so that he can't access anything. And okay, so it looks like we're home free, guys. So we're gonna fast forward here, and gosh, okay. So I mean, we're doing all this damage. We're doing good. We have most of our Jedi here. Should have healed Jedi Master Luke there, guys. That was an inexcusable blunder. And so, because he's not taunting anymore. And so, we can't even cleanse with Jolie. We can't call him to assist. And now Jolie's dead. And now we just lose because of blunders on my end. Like, just poor play in general. And now I make the problem even worse by letting him regrow all of his health and protection. All his health. And now we time out, and he's got full health, and I don't really... I've already used a bunch of cleanup teams. It's like, what are we going to do here? I mean, we're not going to give up, though. So, we've got the Traya squad, and look at that. They just, out the gate, aced out my Basti, or my Barriss. Dear Lord. It's dirty, man. It's super dirty. I mean, you suddenly feel like you're at risk. Even with a pre-taunt, they just took me out. So, you know, we're shooting. I shot Vander there. That wasn't the most inspired thing because he can hit me back. But if we need to kill Vander first, and then like I wanted to finish off that young Han, but then he just get revived by Vander for no gain on my end. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we still got this, but it's kind of dirty. And this is a somewhat important moment, guys. We always do this. You know, we try to get that extra banner back for Sion against this team. And so, you know, you do the big hit while she has the debuff. We got the protection back, and there's no point in sticking around. So, 59, but we did get that protection banner back, and that's, you know, just good to stay in the habit. And then, okay, so I don't have enough teams to clear, I realize, and so we're going to use Gidme here to try and... we got to kill Barriss here. So look, we have 20 stacks because Gideon hands out all of those stacks of bonus protection. So that's pretty cool. And okay, I decided, you know what, we're gonna just kill someone who isn't 5s. So that 5 sacrifices, and then hopefully we can you know, win later. Like we'll be able to, you know, there's only going to be 3 clones here, and we have Padme who can save us and do stuff or reduce damage. Oh, you know, maybe Rex gets the Rexecute on someone, but otherwise, like we might be okay. Maybe let him kill Cody or hit Cody for a little bit because that was fun, and then. You guys will laugh. I mean, I took Cup there, but Rexecute on Padme, wrong person for me. And after that, I mean, this team is pretty clean upable, but we got another fail here, folks, which isn't great, obviously. He did fail at some point on someone in my back zone, I think on my Supreme Leader Kylo team, and so, you know, we're kind of matching each other on fails at the very least. I haven't been paying attention to his efficiency because we're trying to... and this is really cool of Darkseid. To be real clear, guys, I love that he actually like played side by side and like made the match more intense and stuff. So, all right, we got the Wampa kill. At least we got a couple banners back. But man, what a mess here, guys. Okay, so they've got a Commander Luke team here, and the one good thing about using Jedi Master Luke against that Lord Vader, even though we failed it, embarrassingly, we still have a Jedi Revan team available, even though it has Ezra on it. So, alright, let's just mark their Chewie right away. Let's just mark the guy, because then eventually we can stun everyone. And I'll say this, I was surprised because they didn't just focus down Revan right away. Usually they focus down Revan, and then I get Savior, and then we're good. But, okay, so Chewie's gone. And that means we can actually do crits. Han just killed himself on my Luke. And, I mean, everything's looking okay. We could do the AoE here, and they can't hit us back because we have the tactical supremacy, or whatever it is. And, gosh, I mean, I killed Chupio. That's good. And then I'm like, can we play with our food to get a couple banners back? I mean, right now, what would we drop? We drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We drop 5 banners right this instant. So, like, can we get any banners back in the meantime? Just by hitting 3PO and messing around a little bit. At the end of the day, I was like, you know, let's just finish this. But this is feeling a little sketchy. So, dropped 5, but we got through. And okay, now this Traya team with it, so I have Darth Revan here. He's not well modded though, guys. I've kind of just given up on him. I mean, not given up on him in general, but I mean, it's like I just kept him on offense, thinking I probably won't even use him. Like I've kind of written him off a bit, which isn't wise, I think. So, I mean, we've got him, and we need to use him now. So, I mean, you're gonna have to pardon my total lack of, I don't know, total lack of anything here. It's been a long time since I fought Traya, especially with Darth Revan. We don't have Malak here, and I mean, gosh, this is just such a mess. We want to kill Nihilus. Of course, every time these guys get a turn, all their debuffs just go away. We're making good progress on Nihilus when Traya suddenly has Death Mark on her. I'm like, I don't know, guys. Like, can we kill her? She has all these bonus protection. Nihilus just gave her that. We have all these debuffs on us. We need to kill Traya, though. If we can, we need to at least chop her down. All right, got her, but Scion now has his win condition ability, which is scary. And, you know, they've got all these debuffs on us. So, you know, Fracture, Nihilus, and everything. I'm starting to get concerned about the clock, too, because it's been 2.5 minutes, and we've only killed one. And that was lucky, because the Death Mark won't really work on us. Okay, so whoever our friend was, yeah, Thrawn has kicked off now. We killed Scion, but then he got his buff back up again, and it's like, are we just going to slowly drown on Scion while Malak and Nihilus just slowly kill us? I was hoping not. Let's just wait on Scion. Okay, we killed Scion with some clever, shocking ability now, and okay, got Scion out. Wonderful. Now let's get at least Nihilus. He can't cleanse himself now that Traya's gone. He can't get rid of that ability block. So even if he had an Annihilate ready, he had ability block. So that was good at least. But he's got 1,000,000 hit points, so it took a while to get through. And then their nest hasn't really been too much of a factor. Finally killed her, and now will Malak just solo the whole team? He did kill HK. We've got 1 minute left, guys, but we managed to make it through. So we dropped 8 banners. Not the very best, but at least we got through. Gosh, what a stressful fight. What a weird fight. I haven't done that forever. Okay. And then he had failed on Iden, and then he failed on my Asajj Night Sisters. So he's through the ships. He's cleared all my squads, but we're doing okay, I guess. So now he's got Darth Revan here, and we've got Maul to maybe take them out. And so, okay, I have decided to, we'll hit Revan once to increase his cooldown, so we can't just fear everyone. And then I guess we gotta kill this Sith Empire Trooper for as many hits as it takes. And then, who can we hit with our last big hit? Can we just snipe out Darth Revan here? Can we snipe out Sith Marauder? What should we do here? But Darth Talon is here as well, so she, I don't know if she revived him or if he just didn't need the help, but one way or another, it almost felt wasted there. I mean, we clearly didn't kill him, so, alright, let's try to take out the Marauder here. Goodbye, sir. I said goodbye. I said good day. And now, I mean, we can't hit Talon, so what are we gonna do? I guess we'll try to nuke her and him. Okay, we got the Dispel. Finally, Bo-Katan's like, hey, I'll take a turn. I'm like, oh, really? That's rather gracious of you, milady. Alright. Try to maximize our banner getting back edge. 65. Wonderful. Maul is such a useful character, guys. He is super useful. With Watt, get all those turns in a row. Really fun. Fun times. So, what do we got in the back? Look at that, guys. That trifecta of destruction there. Okay, so we got Mon Mothma and Bounty Hunters left to kill the last 2 remaining teams. And here's the thing, guys. You guys have seen me use Mon Mothma to clean up Lord Vader, but I was not confident. This was a good Lord Vader, and I was like, I don't want to be in a situation where I need to try to kill their Lord Vader with Mon Mothma from full health. That's just not something that's going to sit well with me. Plus, I needed to try to drop less banners, which means, like, we can't afford another cleanup attempt. We only have a couple teams that can do it. So, I kept my Bounty Hunters to clean up Lord Vader. And so that means, you know, if we can find the right teams to take out those top teams, which we finally did, then Mon Mothma takes this one out pretty easily, as you guys can see. And I actually just recently remodded my Kyle Katarn to have more offense, and he also is Relic 7 now instead of 5, so he's pretty fancy like that. And, I mean, this The only thing you have to even mildly worry about is if their Jango can one-shot someone with his big rocket pack. Like, he has to double hit someone, so he has to get lucky. He has to have that, 1 in 6 that he hits both times, and he has to, like, actually do enough damage, which is fairly rare, actually, because they have so much health sharing and, stat sharing. So, I mean, otherwise, I guess the other potential dangers to time out, but as you can see, I mean, plenty of time. Alright, and now we have the luxury of using bounty hunters to clean up Lord Vader. So people were like, man, why aren't you using Fenneclead? And I'm like, well, Bossk is actually much safer here, because not only do we get the contract right away because we're hitting the weakest character, because there's only one character and stuff, but we also have the weird thing of where he debuffs us, that actually heals our team. Whenever he puts debuffs on us, it heals everyone. And so we can, we get our contract, and we can, we even got grief. He even healed, cleanse everyone right at the end. Got our max banners right at the very end. That was actually very fortunate. And now we only have ships. So, let's pause for 1 second. We only have ships left. He has 9 more banners than me, like that, and that's devastating, because he also he placed tougher fleets down as well. I have Radis back there, but then we both have Executor, and we both have Chimera with the new TIE Interceptor, so I have to really be careful on here, but, I mean, fleets are RNG, and we've just got to go. So, alright, we've got the Finalizer here, and I've practiced this a lot in Arena, but, I mean, he has full Relic 8 everything here, guys. So, I mean, I think he was the guy who I failed. I struggled really hard on his ships last time, if I remember right. So, I mean, if you get the wrong RNG, I have Relic 8 on the First Order Officer and everything for the TIE Echelon. Of course, 7-star TIE Echelon, which I wailed on and everything. We got Sunfac here, too, which adds an interesting dynamic for later. But, anyways, sometimes your Echelon just dies instantly. Sometimes you get bad RNG because of dodges. Sometimes, I mean, this counter is fraught with peril, folks. And, oh yeah, we gotta kill that slave one before he kills us. We also need to control that. We need to control that Houndstooth, and I probably should have just stunned the Houndstooth, but slave one was about to get a turn, I thought. So I was like, man, what are we gonna do? Like, we could try stunning Houndstooth here, because he has to be under that 50% stun chance, or whatever, or he has to be 50% turn meter to be able to even try to stun. And now that Houndstooth has the taunt, that's a really tricky thing, because he never relinquishes that taunt now under this counter, because we always have someone breach, but we can't clear it. So we'll get the Special Forces TIE Pilot out, and I mean, we gotta kill that Houndstooth as quick as we can. They got their contract, they got the locked debuffs on us. It's not great. And we're stuck behind their Houndstooth, which is, I mean, it's an increasingly desperate situation, guys. Okay, Sunfac bites the dust, and I mean, we're still not gonna give up, of course. We gotta keep going. And look at Silencer, man. If he hadn't been Relic 8, I think Silencer would have died. But then he didn't, and he just one-shot that Houndstooth, so that was wonderful of him. And then, alright, Echelon can call the Mass Assist. Let's call a hit with Silencer, take out the Razor Crest, and what do? Give turn meter, and take out the whatever it's called, IG-2000. 69 banners? Not bad, folks. That's not bad at all. Okay, so that he attacked at the exact same time because he was awesome. He was watching the stream, and he went in at the same time, and he failed. He told me he got all the dodges, or I got all the dodges. And, I mean, that happens, guys. Obviously, it went in my favor. It could have easily gone in his favor instead, but that gives us a little bit of an advantage, though not as much of one as you might think, as you guys will see. So, alright, we've got Negotiator here now, and what I was angling for was, I have Negotiator myself, but I wanted to be able to use Plo Koon on my attack against their Chimera. Which means I need to use Rebels here to be able to take out his Negotiator. And we need to get as high banners as we can. So we only have... I guess I took 3 reinforcements. Probably should have just taken 2. But, I don't know. What's a man to do? Alright, so... I really didn't want that Clone Sergeant in. Look at Biggs, guys. If he hadn't been Relic 5, I just got him to Relic 5, then he'd be dead right now. It would be a tragedy. But he's doing okay. He's still alive, just barely. Tanking it. They got their days on everyone but Falcon, which is great. So, I mean, we sniped out their Anakin. You guys saw it. At some point. I'm sure it happened. But, I mean, gosh, that 5s, man. This is tense because we gotta max our banners, guys. We gotta do the best we can because we're gonna drop some against that Chimera probably because it's Malevolence versus Chimera. And all right, try to take out this 5s. Wonderful. Keep going. Just keep going. And there we go. Got 5s out. And Biggs is still just hanging on by a whisker, guys. Relic 5, you're Biggs. It's important. Relic 3 is not enough, apparently. I put 6 E-mods on. I've done that, too. All right, we'll get Rex out of there, because he's got the most hit points, and Plo dies casually. 72, not bad at all. Happy enough with that score. So he attacked, he one-shot another of my fleets, and at the end of the day, he got a 1726, which seems like a pretty low score, but we both failed a ton. And what ended up happening was, if we got, we did the math, if I got a 67 on this final fleet, then it would be a tie, and I wasn't sure if I would win or lose. I was pretty sure he had higher GP than me, but win or lose, so we need a 68 or higher against this if we're going to win. Which I wasn't confident at all because it's Malevolence. You just drop a lot of banners. So, and not to mention, we don't have Sunfac here. So we're taking Soldier in. We have Spy in reserve and then Plo to hopefully give us some banners back at the very end if we can. Gosh, this is so nerve-wracking, guys. Yeah, so what do? They're TIE bombers already doing their thing. You know, taunting. That's their thing. They already have their reinforcements. Dear Lord. Got rid of the buzz droids on the bomber and everything. Killed the vulture droid, which isn't fun. And, alright. Let's see if we get... I mean, any of these targets are nice targets to get. So, okay. The interceptor. Wonderful. Can we just take him out? Wonderful. One nice thing about the Interceptor, actually, guys, coming in, he always targets our Vulture droid, which he kills the droid, and then it gets rid of that pursued, or whatever the debuff is that he hands out. He gets rid of that for us because he dies and resummons someone, which obviously costs us banners. But okay, we got the whatever it's called out, which is wonderful. That felt good. But they're killing our ships, of course. Get the gauntlet. And, okay, Plo's in, can heal us a little bit, and we gotta kill the shuttle as quick as we can before their Chimera can kill us. And what did we... We got a 68, which I was like, I don't know if I trust the math suddenly. I'm not sure if I trust the math. Did we win, or did we draw, or what happened? 68. Thank goodness, we got some good rolls there. Let's see. See what we ended up with, guys. Oh man, look at that score. Oh man, that's so tough for Darkseid. And that's not me mocking him at all. Gosh, I mean, I almost felt sick to my stomach just for his sake. Oh man, what a crazy match, guys. Feels good to get the roll on the right side for once. Oh, not for once. I don't mean to imply that I'm just an unlucky lout or something, but whew, man, what? That's crazy. All right, let's go to the final thoughts part, guys, shall we? All right, so we got the win. Thank goodness. Whew. Now, I'm just gonna show you guys. So, you know, he got one shots on everything here. He dropped 6 on my StarKiller team, and then obviously lost 2. Bam. Han, Chewie, and then he lost to Supreme Leader Kylo. My guess is that he used Jedi there and failed. And then on Iden he failed, and on Night Sisters. So that's good. I mean, that's what we both get for we placed too much on defense. Like both of us were pretty irresponsible on defense in terms of our defensive comps. Like tons of weird stuff all over the place, guys. Okay, and then he failed once, of course, on the Executor. So, I mean, that was a slugfest. We both failed a lot. Tons of times. We probably both have things we regret that we could have done better, but at the end of the day, yeah, that was a crazy match, guys. I failed on every single Galactic Legend he placed, on all 3 of them. I had to clean them up. In fact, I failed out of my, I did 7 total attacks on 3 Galactic Legends. So, I mean, that's a ton of points. That's 70 banners just right there that I could have avoided some of that, guys. That's correctable. That's something I can do better for next time. Yeah, I still need to get better. No excuses. We won, but there are things I could absolutely play better. And now, guys, we're in the top 50. I'm actually number 38. So that's a dream come true. That's exciting, guys. Number 38. And we're gonna keep trying to climb. I mean, at some point we'll hit that ridiculous wall, and I'll just lose all my matches for like a month. But right now, oh man, it's exciting. It's exciting times, guys. So I'm gonna let you go. Let me know what you think in the video description. I mean, huge shout out to Darkseid. I should also just reiterate, guys, a 1 banner win doesn't mean anything. It means I got some good RNG somewhere that he didn't, or maybe I should have won by more. Because I got bad RNG. Or maybe he should have won by a ton because he had some terrible RNG that offset him by like 3 different attacks. So, who knows? But, one way or another, he could have easily won this. And, the vagaries of ship RNG being what they are, that he could have won it in that arena as well. So, huge shout out to Darkseid. Class act guy. Really cool stuff. Okay, and now we're gonna go. So guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. And so does Darkseid, frankly, guys. He's a good dude. Take care.